Hi, I'm Dave Epstein, and today on Growing Wisdom, we're going to talk about overwatering, something that all of us have done at some point. So why does overwatering kill a plant? Well, a few things begin to happen when you overwater. The plant becomes very susceptible to disease, which can kill the plant. You actually drown the plant. Plants need some oxygen. They need the air around the root area. So if the roots are sitting in water, then the plant begins to literally drown. And look what's happened to this fern here. It's beginning to die. So this plant this winter got overwatered. And that's often the time of year where plants do get overwatered because they're growing much slower in the winter, so they don't use as much water. So I noticed this plant beginning to turn brown about 2 weeks ago, and I stopped watering it. I'm letting it dry out. As you can see, it's beginning to get some nice new growth here, and the plant will continue to thrive. So here's a hibiscus plant, and hibiscus tend to like it fairly moist. They like even water. They do not want to dry out. But just like many plants that like it moist, they don't like it soaking wet, and that was the problem. This plant was actually sitting in water for several weeks, and one of the repercussions of that is that the leaves have begun to fall off, and they're falling off quite quickly. Now that I've stopped watering it, we're seeing some new leaves start to come out. So what will happen is the old growth will fall off and we'll get some nice new growth. Now another thing I could do is use a water meter. So this moisture meter here goes from 0 to 10, and you can tell if you put the moisture meter, the probe, in the soil, how wet your soil is. You want to be sure that the probe is down in the soil at root level, and then watch where your probe is. Notice this is up to 10 when we put it in the soil. One last little way you may notice that plants are being overwatered. So this is an agave plant. This got overwatered as well. But if you look really closely, the tips here are turning brown, and browning tips are often an indication of overwatering. It can also be an indication of underwatering, but I can tell because the soil is still so moist here that this plant is just saying, hey, I don't need any more water. I'm an agave plant. I like it dry, I like it sunny, stop watering. Yellowing leaves that fall off, tips of leaves that brown, very wet soil, all indications of overwatering. We hope this has helped you so that your plants remain happy and healthy inside. Come back every week here at Growing Wisdom.